Lake Geneva Country Meats is a family-run business, and many of my memories of my father are at the packing plant. One of the things that my dad would do with new employees, he would come up to them and he would say, "Hey, I think I can race you around the plant, and if you win, you can have an extra 15-minute break or something." And they'd look at this guy, he was short, and they'd think, this is easy. So they'd start, and my dad would beat every single one of them because for some reason he was the fastest guy in the block. And so it was a great laugh around the packing house that if you were not challenged to a race, he didn't really like you. But if you were challenged to a race, you knew that he liked you and you were in. And then he would win. A strong memory of ours when we were working with our dad would be wrapping meat. We were all meat wrappers, and you really needed to know how to use the appropriate amount of paper, because if you didn't, you would have your chops busted by my dad, who would come along and say, you know, paper is a petroleum product and it ain't cheap. So we always knew that we better wrap the right way.
My grandfather and that red truck, that beat up old red truck. I'll never forget one time I got to go for a ride around the block to get coffee from McDonald's with my grandfather and Tasha, his dog. He took a hard left-hand turn. The thing's such a beater, the door flew open. I flew out the bench, almost fell at the car, but he grabbed Tasha, not me.
Growing up in a meat market, you'd think that we would have like the best cuts of meat for holidays and things, and our, great turkey and all, but many times my dad would come home with a pot roast for my mom because he'd sell the very last turkey. And my mom would say, "John, where's my turkey?" He'd say, "Oh, Rita, that person was desperate. We could have a chuck roast." So we all know that John really liked to make a good sale. Many of our vacations were taken because of the packing plant. We would go to a meat convention, and we had a lot of fun at those meat conventions. My dad really relaxed, and he would take us around the convention hall and be very proud of his 4 daughters that were going with him. And really strong memories are the suppliers would take us out for dinner, and we girls never ever really got over or would forget how well we were treated by the suppliers. And my mom and dad were very proud to take us all out. My dad was very proud and very happy to take us on those vacations, and it was a great memory to be with him when he was relaxing.
Conventions were a cool thing for me growing up too. My grandfather passed away before I was too old and got to go to too many with him, but we did get to go with my grandma, my grandpa, one of my aunts, uncles, some of my cousins. We got to go to San Antonio in 1994, and we won the best of show. We didn't think we were gonna win a damn thing. So we were on a riverboat cruise in the Riverwalk in San Antonio, and people were frantically trying to get in touch with us saying, "You gotta come, you gotta come." And we walked in just in time to the awards ceremony to win the Best Product in America award at the American Cured Meat Championships. I have never seen anyone so proud in my life as my grandfather. He held that plaque like it was the most precious baby in the world, and how proud he was. I'll never forget that, and I hope someday I can have something like that too with my grandkids, because that was incredible.
Happy Father's Day from Lake Geneva Country Meats. We hope that we can help you create great memories with your fathers as well.